I love you, oh, I love you, you know I do. Well, one thing I can say, it'll always be true, yeah, I love you. Hey now, guess what? Yeah, you love me too, oh, you love me too, I love you, I love you.
Because there are many stories in my life because I'm a risk taker. And I dance on this edge.
I don't let the pain stop me because I care too much about this planet. And I love too much the people here that I love. And I want to see what I can do to make a contribution with my music, with my spirit, with my rawest essence of this pain in my back and this pain in my heart. What to do next? Don't jump! My Rivers of Love tour starts right here on this edge. And I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to bare my soul, and I may bear more later. But for right now, I'll tell you that I'm in search. I'm in search of people like I know you are, who are so heart-centered, and so giving, and so grounded, and so hopeful, and so inspired, just so present and loving. That the world needs to see more of you. Bigger than life, like on movie screens, and glowing on television, and every time you change the channel, looking for something worthwhile and interesting, I like to see your smiling faces on them. And part of my role in the world, as I'll talk about in my multimedia show, is about facilitating the creative spirit. Because there's something about these times that are crying out for something new, something so mutually supportive that nobody feels separate enough to wage war in any level. And it's that feeling of separation that I think creates a world of different ideologies, different languages, different cultures, different understandings. And we need something to remind us of this unity. I think, and you can correct me if you think differently, I'd like to hear it, that the thing that's going to do it is our media. It's going to be what we see on television, what we see on the internet, what comes over the little screen of our cell phones. Now remember, time is changing, and life has a tendency to be still and stagnant, and wants to continue in a way that's comfortable and friendly and familiar, even if it hurts a little. But I think life also wants to let go and liberate and dance and not feel like somebody's going to judge them if they're too creative, or too inspired, or too different, or too much of a radical, or too crazy for the normal folks. I've always said, thank God I'm not normal. Who here is normal? Is there anybody normal here?
They wouldn't answer the flyer. That guy
One thing I can say, it'll always be true. Yeah, I love you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do, yeah, 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 yeah.
There's a wonderful song that came on Daniel Paul's birthday at Little Beach. It's another sing-along thing, so appropriate for the times. Who's the shaker player here? Shaker going once, shaker twice. Anybody play the shaker?
Over here.
Hey, well, thanks for coming out to this Rivers of Love tour. This is something different, something that the times are calling for. I mean, when the paddlers of days of yore got out in their canoes, that was the only transportation they had. And Europe was a dream and a half away, not to mention the other islands. And here we are in this wondrous age where we can just set up a keyboard with a whole band. Hey, did you hear the band? Let's hear it for the Casio. Woo! Oh, where is it? No Casio.
Sound like it farted.
Okay. Richard, if I could have a little help on that machine, we'll get a little balance on this next tune. See if there's anything we can do to make this sound like we have a real sound system. Yeah. This is home stereo masquerading as outdoor performance venue. Hey, but masquerading is kind of what the theme of the show is. Rivers of Love. We're masquerading as separate beings, right? All trying. Okay, don't breathe. The mic on? Oh yeah, the mic's on. Look, this is good. So the reason we're doing this fundraiser is to get a new PA system. The reason we're doing this fundraiser is to buy a new piece of glass for my van. The reason we're doing this concert is to spread more love and more joy in the world. And that's really the bottom line. And like a river, there's people who have little bubbles of insight and bursts of wisdom that really don't have a lot of channels to come through. I mean, CCN isn't going to play it. They're too busy making war. Or is that CNN? CNN. Hey, that's my dyslexia coming
Hey, that's a
through.
good one.
Yeah,
CCN.
we like dyslexia. What about ADD? Is there any ADD people in the audience? Exceptionally creative? Right? They're the ones... D-A-D-A? Dada?
That's coming Sunday. It's Father's Day for Daddy.
Oh yeah, Daddy Day. Right on. Who here are fathers? Not me. But I'm the mother of creation. Well, maybe I should take that back.
First part.
Actually, all us androgynous beings here, we go both ways. This is Maui, and we know how to be soft and hard at the same time. Well, some of us do. Yeah, the demonstration will come in the second part of the show. Let me tell you a little bit about this evening's adventure. We're going to start right here in Kihei. That's because we're already here. For those who aren't here, they might miss the train altogether, which will leave shortly after magic time. Does everybody recognize this as magic time? We're on the edge of day and night, night and day. We're on the edge of bringing our light to loudly say that a river of love can in fact float in a sea of fear. And that was the precipice upon which I stand here, to see if I'll sink or swim in the course of this evening. So I appreciate you all coming out to support this adventure and being present. There was a guy named Richard Hatch that came by a while ago. Anybody here at that workshop? A few faces. Richard Hatch set it up. He said, imagine for a minute that you could do anything, and think of who you are, and in 2 sentences, tell us who you are in 2 sentences. So I volunteered to be first because I'm an Aries. And I don't mind making a fool of myself. I've been there before, you know. It's all fake anyway. You think we have bodies, it's all fake. You know, it's all what you imagine it to be and how vivid is our imagination. Oh boy, what did we cook up here? Well, a lot of it precipitates in the media. And later on I'm going to share some of my multimedia with you and talk some stories about the adventures of what's happening on the planet and how there's going to be a great change. Just like that sound of the noise disappearing. And all of a sudden, clarity, like crystal, will ring. just past the feedback point. But if it does feedback, it'll feedback good things rather than all that gobbledygook we see in the media. Ow! Help! Channel number one, channel number one, channel number one. Okay. We control the video. He controls the audio. Outer limits. Do you remember outer limits? Outer limits, they used to talk about things that were unsightly, things that were there, but you can't see them, you know. And there's a whole movement afloat on this planet now that you can't really see. It's more like a feeling thing. And a lot of that feeling thing doesn't really permeate the consciousness of the masses of the planet because it's too filtered reality. There's all this technology in the way. There's the television that tries to tell you who you should be. Some of us know better than to believe it, and others kind of buy into it. But the bottom line in this day and age is that we can create our own television and we can create our own experiences. And we have a community that's growing. Not yet quite crystallized as an aware community of itself, but you've heard of the New Age and New Awareness community. Well, there's something happening that's transforming the planet besides all of the fear-based media. And that's kind of hidden behind the scenes in little pockets of people who are walking and speaking from their heart. And like a river they flow. In the face of the obstacles of the boulders and the challenges of the status quo and the realities that might try to stop the river, it's kind of, you know, there's a crack in there. There's a little crack of dissent, of dissatisfaction. And although it may seem like people are following the protocol, there's a vast body, a lake, a sea, a flowing river of people who are about to surface and rise to the top of the media pool. And the media pool is something where the public swims in all the time, and all they think is, oh, this is the way life is. But we know better, because we go to Unity Church, a lot of us. Hey, I was going to have us do a little game. Does anybody feel like standing up and getting in size places for a minute? Just stand up for a moment, everybody, and see if you can get in a row in size places. The smallest on the left, the tallest on the right. Smallest on the left, tallest on the right. Smallest, shortest, the shortest, and the tallest. Remember we used to do this in grade school? It's like typing eggs. You know? Now, why would they ask us to do this? We've got a gap in the middle there.
No gaping middles.
No gaping middles. Now, we're going to do an experiment in trust. Anybody like to do experiments?
No.
Are there any risk takers here? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 risk takers. Okay. I'd like you to pair off and lean your back against each other. Just back to back. 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 Does it work? That kind of works. Okay, now make sure that there's enough space in front of you. And take a half step forward, each of you. And keep leaning back. Keep leaning back. Keep leaning back. You want to be a pyramid. That's it. That's it. Okay. Keep leaning back. Okay. You got it. You got it. So we're kind of in balance, and we're using each other for support. Okay. That's kind of the way it is on the planet. It may not seem that way. Okay. Take another step, half step forward to keep you in contact. Forward, forward, not sideways, Renee. You're cheating. Forward is that way. In front of you. Yeah.
There's only one forward.
Okay. How does that feel? Is everybody feeling balanced? Are you feeling a little... Okay, now slowly inch your way back so that there's no more pressure on your low back. That's great. That's an example of how to be partners with a friend and be supported by a friend. And you don't need any money to be supported. All you need is to be there. And it's kind of like your love for me. I feel your support. And there are times when I don't. There are times when I feel so bad that it doesn't matter how much you love me. I don't feel it. It doesn't get through. Woe me, poor Peter. A few of you have a few of us have seen Poor Peter. No, I'm afraid I'll be there again. I'd like to say that I'm past the Poor Peter stage, but I think I'm not quite over that hump yet. Really, the joyous, exuberant, blissful presence that some of you know and live in that state. And I'm happy that you're there, believe me, and I strive to be there. And a lot of it is about unconditional love for oneself. And it kind of begins there. And I had something prove that to me in a story that I'll tell once we get to the multimedia venue.
We're going to do a little experiment in community unity. And it works with a handshake that some of you already know. It's the Maui handshake. Maui! I need some Maui handshakes. You all come in a circle with me. Heather, you can do this too. Yep, left hand out. Hitchhike. Left hand out. And get close so you can grab the thumb of the person next to you. Just set it right in there. You're supposed to grab the thumb with your left hand. Yeah. Left hand. Left hand. Left hand is the one on your left side. Okay, let's get Heather in position. Okay, calm down. Get her front. Okay, you can sort of fade it here. Okay, now we have a complete circle. Now imagine if the whole planet was holding hands like this. Woo! Okay. Imagine. Now, take a deep breath. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, don't break the bond. Inhale. Hold on to that deep breath. Now blow it out. One big inhale. When you let it out, the loving comes through slow. All the animals, all the just let it out. Let go at the top of the symbol. Let go out there. Okay. Now, with that giving, loving spirit, I'd like you to reach into your pocket for the donation, contribution that you've had to prepare to bring for me this evening. And we're going to do this again. I'd like you to have that money in your hand, or whatever it is you care to give. And if you care to give nothing, that's okay.
While it's in the car.
Go get it. Go get it. We'll wait for you.
Bag man.
We want to fill this bag now. Just hold it in your hand. Don't put it in anywhere.
You got the bag.
No, hold it in your hand. Hold it in your hand. We want to empower this. Empower these dollars. Now, hold your hand. Hold your hand. Hang on. It doesn't matter if it's the left hand or the right hand. Hold it. Left hand is receivership. So let's use the left hand to hold the money and the right hand to stick in the center. Left hand to hold the money, right hand to stick in the center. Now this is hard for me to do this. I'll tell you why. To ask for money like this is totally out of character for me. But since I'm pushing through my boundaries and my fear factor, and since I really do need your support, I'm not too embarrassed to ask for it. Okay, let's go a little closer. See, I'm trying to learn something about prosperity. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, we're holding money on the left hand. We're going to hold the left hand up in the sky. Now, this is God energy. This is receiving. This receiving. It's coming through. You can make your checks out with Peter Rosen. Come closer. Come closer so we can get Heather in the circle.
Yeah, right hand.
Hey, buddy, keep it coming here. No? Who's the bag? Who's the bag man? I'll be the bag man.
Heather is the bag lady.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Now you don't have to look at it. Oh yeah, use your fingers. That's a good one. Now we're talking. Beautiful. All right. Hey, this looks good. 2 points. All right. Now, for all the checks paid out for $10 or more, you're going to get a free CD. So when you go to a check, you get a free CD. Okay, here we go. On the count of three. Bring me out.
Give me more than $10.
Is this on video?
More than $10 in cash. The honor system, and you can tell me. And so I just gave more.
All the bank checks, you get to spend the evening here after.
Anywhere in the world. Okay, this is an experiment. Okay. On the count of three, we're going to move our hands down and picture mana force from the heavens coming up from the left hand into our right hands and around the circle. Take a breath. And go down. Go there now. And go up. You see it multiply. Okay, now take another breath. All that mana is coming into our hands and it's coming almost into the bag. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to take a deep breath at the end of the letting go. Yes, it is. Yes. This generosity, I've just made more money than all of the Maui showcases I've ever produced on Maui. Hey, thank you for playing this game with me. Hey. Imagine yourself on a tropical isle. The scent of jasmine makes you smile. The sun's so bright up in the sky. Delights your senses, makes you high. So cool in the shade. So cool in the shade. In paradise, where the people of the earth treat you oh so nice. We celebrate you with this song, inviting you to sing along. So cool in the shade, so cool. Well, we really got it made. So cool in the shade. Dancing on the edge of time, moving to the rhythm, making up the rhymes. We do what we can for humanity, but only you can set you free. So cool in the shade, so cool. Well, you think you got it made. So cool in the shade. The older you get, you're never out of school. Are you still living the golden rule? Always discovering who you're meant to be, riding waves of change. So gracefully, messengers of love on spaceship Earth. Living on this lovely planet of our birth. And destiny will surely have its way. Come on.